of you are doing good. Today we are going to study a new topic. This is skills expected from freshers and in corporate. What are the skills basically they are expecting, right? So we will study one by one what are the skills. Okay, so this is skills expected by corporate from freshers. So definitely we have certain skills like, give me a minute. It's not going down. Okay. These are like written and spoken communication skills, technical writing, coding, and digital skills, collaboration skills, critical thinking and problem solving, agility and adaptability, creative and imagination, people management, negotiation skills, emotional intelligence. So we will go one by one. So basically skills, let me tell you, in today's corporate employment scenario, if we talk about job skills, this is a must thing you should have. Like if you don't have the skills, like I have just read out, the skills are very much important. So the thing is, as I've already told you, in today's scenario, in today's employment scenario, job skills are the is one. This is must, you can say. If you have good skills, this is good for you. If you don't have, then the getting of selection, getting of like the chances of getting job are quite low, you can say. So if you don't have this skills in you, so better to develop the skills. So basically now the thing is, we live in an uncertain world, right? Where job role changes every day, and several jobs are, you can say like losing out to technology. Don't you think so? Like AI, everything is covering. Like AI is taking over every jobs now. So you need to have some skills which is very much relevant, and you should have this before you step into a corporate. The first thing we will discuss this is communication, written and verbal communication skills. So what basically we can study communication skills, you can say basically this is the fundamental thing you should have, right? Because whatever you're thinking, your thought process, you will put into words, isn't it? So this is the thing, this is a must, you can say one should have this communication skills. If it's a written or maybe a verbal one, but you should have this communication skill, because until unless you are in position to put your thoughts into words, that means you are not successful enough. So if you feel like you are not good at communication skills, then I would request everyone again work on this and try to improve your communication skill. Because the thing is, this is the first step, you can say, where you can set apart from other job seekers, isn't it? Like, or else how someone can understand, like if you have the similar like average or less, you can say, then in that case, like, yeah, we will discuss verbal and written communication. So we have some tips. Tips to improve your verbal communication skills. Think before you speak. Fine. So the thing is, you need to be very precise. You need to be very concise. Like you need to know what exactly the thing you are going to speak about. If you have so many things in your list, in your bucket, and you cannot even like, you don't know how to put this in words, but you have the thought process, then of course you will not be able to convey the message, right? So it's always better, before you speak something, think about this, what exactly the thing you are going to speak about, right? The next thing is be clear and concise. Yeah, your message, what exactly the message you want to convey should be there, and it should be very much concise, so that it gets easy for the other person to understand this. Avoid a very huge thing into this, or when like we talk about verbal, so what basically it happens, we start something and then linking up with things, we end up saying some other things, so many things. So it's better, what you can do, you can start, before you start speaking, you can think what exactly you need to convey the message, and then you need to be very much clear with your words, so that the other person understands you, and you need to be concise at the same time. Speak with confidence. Of course, we know this, right? We have studied so far like communication skills. I'm sure you might have got your communication skill class too. But then in body language also we have learned this. Like you need to be very much confident. So speak with confidence, like because you know what exactly you want to say, what message you want to convey. You have the idea, so there is no point of getting lack of confidence, right? Because you know you are pitching to someone or you are sharing something to someone. So definitely you should be confident enough because this is your message only, and you are just going to convey. Then vary your vocal tone. So I'm sure if you remember, like in body language classes, we have studied this, like intonation and pitch. So whenever you start a sentence, that should be in a voice, and then in a voice note, and then that should be a little bit that should go up, and again at the end the voice drops down back, right? So there should be a rhythm. What exactly the things you are saying, there should be a vocal tone, and definitely at the same time you need to know where you need to give the pause and where you need to give emphasize on words. These things also, like we have already studied this. Be a good listener. Of course, now if you don't listen to the other person, how are you going to react? What exactly the things you need to say, how are you going to know? So it's always be better for to be a good listener, because only then only you can say, or you can share something, or you can say counter or whatever. Like unless until you listen to the person, hardly you will come to know what exactly you need to say or convey the message. So it's always better to be a good listener at first, and then tell or share what are the things required for this and this scenario, and whatever the other person asked you. So you'll have to be ready for this. Again, be aware of your non-verbal communication cues. So non-verbal communication, I'm sure by now you are expert in this, because we have already got 3 classes for this, and I'm sure you have already started working on this, right? So non-verbal communication cues, we know this is body language. So there should not be any conflicting story. Again, we have also studied this conflicting story, like you are saying something but your facial expression is something else. So you will have to be aware of this non-verbal communication cues. Like if you are saying yes to this anything, then your body language or facial expression should be like yes, should be in similar thing, should not be contradicting or conflicting, you can say. If you say yes, your facial expression or body language should remain same with yes. You cannot show in your face no by saying yes, right? Think about the perspective of your audience. Yeah, you have a huge audience, you can say, or maybe 2 to 3 people in a business meeting, or maybe 10 people in a review meeting, sorry, in a presentation hall. So you also need to understand at the same time what are the perspective of your audience, what exactly they are thinking on this. Give me a minute, I've got a Q&A. Let me see what it is exactly. Yeah, someone has written how we get confidence if we have lack of knowledge. Definitely, the thing you are going to say, you should have knowledge about this, or else how are you going to say something? But then only if you know, only if you study, only if you work on this, you are going to get confidence. Or else, how are you expecting confidence you will get? No way, you are not getting confidence, right? Because you don't even. If today I ask you to give any presentation, well, let's suppose for a general topic or maybe a current topic, if I ask you to talk, right? Like sooner or later, when you are in campus placement sort of things, when you will sit for this GD, group discussion, GD. So do you think if you don't know anything, you will be able to counter the other person? No, not at all. For that, you will have to have the bucket of knowledge, what exactly the current scenario is. And for that, you will have to be ready. Only if you have the knowledge, you can develop your confidence. But if you don't have any knowledge, definitely you cannot think of this. The best way, someone has written, the best way to improve our skills is, see, all the body language class we have done, you will have to take into consideration, like your sitting, gesture, posture, everything will be a part of this. And to improve the skills, we will go slowly, one by one. What are the things you need to do for improving the skills? We will come slowly. And someone has written how we can improve our vocal tone. Of course, As much as you speak and use your vocal tone, you will be able to improve this only. Or if even I also speak in a single rhythm, do you think you will find interest in this? No, there should be some intonation, pitch, sound, stress, emphasis, everything. So if we talk about, we have spoken for this, like communication skill, verbal one. Now, what is the written one? Know your goals and state it clearly. Definitely. First of all, the main thing is you should know what exactly the goal you have, and then after only you can think of stating this in a proper manner, right? In a proper way, you can say. Use the correct tone or your purpose. See, in writing, we hardly understand the tone. What this means is correct one. While writing this, use particular or proper language or a selection of words should be good, so that the other person should not feel, you know, that should go up in a polite manner, you can say. The next is like keep language simple. If you write some this sort of language while the other person is not getting know what exactly the content of this uh, message or whatever you have written, so it would be difficult. So it's always better to write a simple language, so that the other person or the group of person understand this very easily. Stay on topic and keep it concise, right? In verbal also we have discuss this, right? You need to be very much concise, and of course stay on topic. Don't deviate from this. Like you don't need to discuss the whole universe in a single word. When you are like content, you need to be content oriented only. So if the content is this, you need to speak about that only. Don't bring any other thing which is irrelevant into this while writing, even while speaking with someone. Use active voice. Yeah, you need to take care of this. Like you have to be very much active on whatever you are saying or you are writing. Have someone proofread your writing. Yeah, if it's very good if you have someone which can, who can go through your writing and can rectify if you're if you, like any problem that's they find any problem in this. We have two questions. Someone has written how we would know the perspective of audience. Why do you think you will not be able to know the perspective of audience when you are going to discuss something with someone? Don't you think so we will be knowing the what exactly the content is, right? So of course if someone is asking anything at that point of time, things would be message oriented only. Like if you have this content, you are going to everyone around you, or the people who are present in this is going to discuss about that thing only. They are not going to ask you about any alien or illuminati or something else, right? If this is a like class, or maybe you can say like I am taking the class of skills expected, so I am expecting questions from you all related to this topic only. Definitely I'm not expecting any question from out of the box, right? So definitely with this you can judge or understand the perspective of the audience, because that would be relevant to your content only, on whatever you are going to study, and whatever topic is you are talking about. We have one more question. Can we listen and read simultaneously to increase pitch and tone while speaking? That's up to you. If you can do this, very good. But then while speaking, pitch is important. But while writing, no one is going to judge your pitch. But the way you use your words, the selection of words should be not offensive, should be in a polite manner, you can say. This is how you can do both the thing. Yeah, I didn't get to listen and read audiobooks. Yes, definitely you can do. Definitely everyone has different perspective. But definitely if you are discussing a topic that will not deviate from this content. All of a sudden, if you are like today we are discussing, let's suppose we are discussing artificial intelligence. So there would be so many things, because you nowadays everyone has Google access, and you basically used to think of, or you type, or you search so many things, but you can expect related to this AI only. But when we are doing the skills, so this is called like message oriented, or you can say lecture oriented. Whatever topic we have decided to discuss today, we will be asking this, and we can ask relevant questions. But all of a sudden, no one like you also cannot expect like some out of the box question will come. Whatever it comes relevant to this topic. There are so many things in this universe which is relevant to the skills and expectation, or skills are expected, like whatever topic we are studying today. But all of a sudden, definitely you are not going to ask, or no one is going to ask a out of the box question. So this is how everyone, even though everyone has their different perspective, but that should be oriented to the topic that someone is going to study, or presentation, or whatever it is. Then we can go about technical writing, coding, digital skills, and all. See, in the thing, as I've already told you, like today, in today's world, this is an uncertain world, right? We don't know what moment we're stepping into. Every day things are getting changed. We didn't even have any clue for this online classes, and because we always did this offline things and all. Due to this pandemic, what had happened, we started doing this online class, and so many things online, digital things have evolved and all. So things are completely changed, and every day, that's why I'm saying like we are in an uncertain world where things are changed every day. So at the same time, you need to be ready for these things like digital skills and coding, digital, technical writing, everything. What are the skills we can say? Like writing. How you can do this? Like find a professional mentor. Also, you can find someone if you want, and then you can read books, writing pics, like you can say niche article and all. But wherever you want, this topic you want to know and you want to study. So definitely you can go there and you can study those, or you can have a professional mentor to how to write things, because you might have I'm sure you might have heard about professional resume writing mentors. So see, anything only, if you want to have a like you want to increase your writing skills, you can opt for this professional mentors, or you can read books, as many books as you can read, that will help you in increasing your writing. And you can even go for the niche article, how to do things, how to write things, what are the things, ways of writing things and all. Second, video animation, hardly things are relevant, but then definitely we need to be ready for everything, because in, you can say, like as I've already told you, these things are technical, everything is getting technical every day, right? The future is going to be on devices only, with application, digital platform, you can say, for everything. So you need to stay relevant with the trending technical skills, and this is very much important for the freshers at the same time. See, I have written like for video and animation, if we talk about, then get a computer, go to the YouTube. For not only for this video and animation, for graphics, for designs, digital marketing. The simplest way is like you can just log in like YouTube. You can open YouTube and you can search for this. There are so many videos how to, or softwares which you need to download. So this is the easiest way to learn things. For graphics also, you can say, you can go for this digital marketing, apply if you want to do your job, or in digital marketing you want to learn something more about digital marketing, you can join online courses too for this. Then program and tech, this can also be in a you can say in a, like I have written, this can be a bit bulky. Choose the niche you want, because programs and technology is a vast thing. So whatever things you are particularly targeting, you need to be go with this only, you need to be very much specific for this. But the simple way for this, only for writing, you can get someone professional mentors, or else you can refer to YouTube too. For video animation, graphic designs and all, you can go for YouTube and check what are the softwares are available, and then you can go for this. And see, we used to do this thing, right? Like if you don't know how to use a technology, basically I use this technical lot, but then I expect everyone is doing the same. But there are some people who might be using some other skills too. But then the easiest way is search in Google, or maybe you can search in YouTube. Like once I remember, I used to travel a lot, and till now I used to travel a lot, and I uh, write blogs and all. So when I have started writing blogs, I was quite unaware like how to write them. So what I basically did, I have I started watching videos and different things like how to write blogs and travel blogs, everything. So how with this I have developed, now I write a very good blogs. So this is how I am getting help from internet, or you can say YouTube, because whatever things you need to do, like I'm just giving an example of mine, because I am in like a travel blogger, you can say, and I write blogs. So in that case, if you have this, like you want to go for a video or maybe animation or graphics, so you can also refer to YouTube or any other crash course, whatever you want. The main thing is you need to be relevant, you need to stay relevant with the technical trending changes, because if anything comes all of a sudden and if you don't know the thing how to cope with, then things will be difficult for you. And of course there would be your mentors when you join this corporate or any office job. Definitely you'll be having the mentors, but it's always better to understand how you yourself can achieve things, can learn things, can go for, you know you can say, or once you are in expert in this, you even can make others understand also, like how things are happening or how things can be explored. Of course people are there to help you, definitely, but it's how you can develop this on your own. Right? Next